as a corporate employee, you have 5 to 6 priorities every day. One of the priorities is spoken English. So why did I ask you the question like, how do you practice these days? Is because I know you are sharing a particular environment which is conducive to practicing English, but you can never underestimate the power of practicing alone, which is like, let's say you are practicing in your room and you have made a mistake in the previous sentence and you get back to it to fix it, but you cannot do that while a conversation, live conversation going on with your colleague or your client. So that's why there is no alternative to personal practice that you can do in your room. How do you define the word priority? Like you remember like when I introduced this word to you people, we had like a titanic conversation, like a gargantuan, like mega conversation we had. Just want to know like how do you like what's your 2024 version of priority, the word?
Well, as I've just mentioned that, initially I started thinking that I've gained everything. But later when I came in contact that at the end of the day I'm not learning anything, then it hit me hard. It reminded me of my responsibilities and what are the things should be prioritized in my life. I came in contact with the reality that okay, it's okay, I'm talking to those people, I'm earning money and I'm doing all my things on my own, I'm running my own expenses, it's okay. But at the end of the day, what should be my purpose? Is it that okay, have your work done with and then get back home, sleep, that's it? Like an animal's life is better than that, probably.
Like you are trying to say something about self growth.
Yes, absolutely. As I've just talked about the talking alone, like last time I was talking about it, that shadowing, like shadow practice. Yes, shadow practice. When you're talking to yourself, then I come in contact with lots of mistakes of mine, with lots of previous steps of mine which I took to improve myself. So then I thought that okay, I should take this particular word, prioritization, very seriously, because where I'm using this, it matters a lot and it defines the kind of attitude I'm about to gain, the kind of lifestyle I'm about to lead. It depends how my future will be. Because if I start prioritizing parties and peer pressure, like, okay, I have to do this because my colleagues are doing that, I have to do this because the environment I've just got into, they're doing it. If I start prioritizing them, then I have to sacrifice the thing which actually has the power to teach me something.
Absolutely.
So, yes, I have got the realization to prioritize the thing which is important, like to make yourself realize which is important to grow yourself overall as a person, at least. Like it is not about earning money always. You can still have a good personality not earning that much of money which all the other people are earning. So at the end of the day, this question stuck me a lot, that what you have learned, what have you learned at the end of the day, what have you acquired, what has taught you something to which you can which you can utilize to become the better version of yourself. Every single time, every now and then, we use this particular word in our class a lot, that how you can have a betterment in your personal life, or how you can dig out the best version from yourself, like the present version, how you can just tear it and you're just bringing out that best version of yourself. So yes, I've started prioritizing how I can grow as a person overall, and how I can improve the future, and how I can feed my aim, which I was about to forget. Like I have a dream to become a wildlife photographer, but all of a sudden I found that I'm not actually thinking about it. Let's say I thought that okay, I'll be working and I'll be buying a camera, but while doing the work I forgot to buy the camera, I forgot to prioritize my dream. So then I thought that okay, let's do something. I have to take this step again. So yes.
Thank you so much for your answer. And another question related to your previous answer that you gave, and I'm just stealing that point. It's called philosophy. You said there are a lot of real life philosophers. Sometimes philosophy is important in life because you have a lot of things to do. And if you don't put them in order, then there could be that they actually are strewn higgledy-piggledy. And then you feel like I'm not able to start from the most important work and end at the least important work. So when there is no order in your life, you get the sense of chaos in your life, right? You feel like your life has got a little chaotic. So my question is that you are a very big stoicism fan, and Ryan Holiday is your go-to mentor. You often share his talk, his opinion about real life. There he adds some stoic philosophy and then makes our life better. And I'm a huge fan too. So my question is that how has different philosophies that you have been pursuing helped you, and how do you think that your English, because we are here to take our English to the next level, so for that reason, how can you add philosophy to English growth?
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for this question. This particular question reminds me of that book of like Life's Amazing Secret by Gaur Gopal Das. So there the concept he shared that, you know, life is like a car, and the four wheels of it like different parts of your life. Now you are the driver and the steering is in your hand. So for me, I also have lots of parts of my life, and English is one of them. And as a driver, I know how to handle it. But philosophy works like the steering, which actually I have to just move on with. Now, sometimes it happens, we can take it in another way. Let's say there is a famous concept in Stoic philosophy, which is called memento mori. Now, if I think that, okay, memento mori, know that you're gonna die tomorrow, know that you are about to, die. So, no, recognizing it, if I start living my life in such a way that, okay, I might die tomorrow, so let's do a party today, let's do something today, or let's have fun. It's like I have the steering, but I'm just taking the car into a wrong way. I don't know how to handle it properly. I don't know where to go. But at the same time, if I utilize the philosophy in the same way, that okay, like life is very uncertain. I don't know. I might die tomorrow. Memento mori. Remember that you will die. So I gotta utilize it. I have to pay attention to my present moment. I have to practice right now. I have to go through whatever the thing I think is very important for me right now, because I may never, anything may happen at any point of time. You may never know. So I might die tomorrow. Like Ryan Holiday said a beautiful thing, that probably it might happen that you're going out there and you're being crashed by a truck, and your fleshes are there here and there on the road, and you may never know. Anything may happen. When I share these sort of things, people say, very negative. But no, like these sort of things motivate me a lot. So yes, it works like a steering. Now it's in my hand where I'll take the car towards the way